So you want to know about county auction overages in Monterey County, California. Well, that's a really specific question, my friend, and I'll give you information about that in this video. Plus, I want to talk to you about the nationwide opportunity in auction overages because it's really an amazing business and you might really be onto something because you're asking this question. The first thing I would say is that in California, you do have tax sale overages. And the way that they come about is when the county sells the property because the person didn't pay their real estate taxes, then when the property sells for more than the taxes that are due, that extra money is available for the former owner to claim. Most of the time, these former owners who've lost their property at tax sale have no idea there's any money available. And because they don't know, they don't apply and they don't get the money, and the state just keeps the money. California keeps hundreds of millions of dollars each and every year from unclaimed overages. And that's actually the same all across the country. The nationwide stat is a little over 70% of the time the money never gets claimed. It just sits there. And there's a business opportunity in tapping former owners on the shoulder and saying, hey, there's a big pile of money with your name on it. And in my business, we help people get back large amounts of money being held by the government. And if you'd like, we could help you with this. Now, we're not telling them where the money is or all the details about it. We're just saying there's a big lump sum of cash that you could get. And for the people that hire us, which many of them do, for a percentage, we go and get that money. And generally the money is at a minimum tens of thousands of dollars, very frequently $100,000 or more, and occasionally hundreds of thousands of dollars. So there's lots of money in here, lots of help that you can give people. And what I love about the business is you help people who've lost so much, they've lost their home, get back this huge windfall they didn't expect, and it really gets them back in life. So if you want a business where you help people and you make great money, overages could be exactly the business for you. Now in Monterey County, or for that matter, any other county in California, the tax sale overage business has a serious problem that to me makes it pretty much not viable in California. And specifically, they have a law that you have to disclose to the person before they hire you where the money is, that they can get it themselves for free and they don't need you. So to me, that makes the business not viable in California, and we don't bother pursuing overages in California. So I think that your mission, if this is what you're thinking, you're going to go to Monterey County and help people get back their overages, I don't think it's going to work. I think that you'd have to charge so little it wouldn't be worthwhile. Would people pay you 10%? Probably. But in the rest of the country, you're typically going to get paid 30 to 40% of the leftover money, meaning the overages money. And I'd much rather make 30 or 40% than 10%. 10% takes it to a business that to me is not very appealing. It's way too much work, not enough profit, and just a grind. So if it were me and I were advising you as a professional, I would tell you California is not the place to do this. It's not the place to do tax overages. For that matter, it's not the place to do mortgage overages either. But the good news is that you can do the overages business all across the country by just using the phone and internet and mail. This isn't a business where you go to people's houses and sit down and talk to them about it. It's a business where you call them up, or you send them a message on social media, or you shoot them a letter, and you see if they're interested in working with you to get their money back. That's what it is. It's just that. So you can be in California and be doing business all over the country. I have clients that are in California that have great businesses all across the country. But I am telling you, do not waste your time chasing deals in California because there is simply, a law that makes it not practical to do. That's just the bottom line on it. Now, the way that it works all across the country is that when the property sells for more than the taxes that are due, that extra money is available for the former owner to claim. But the way it also works is the government is not going to go tap people on the shoulder and chase them down and say, here, take a check, there's extra money. They're going to say nothing, because if they say nothing, chances are the government gets to keep the money. And in most states, they get to keep it permanently after it sits for too long. Anywhere typically from 1 to 3 years. Kind of centers on 3 years. There are a couple states that are longer, but for the most part, 1 to 3 years, that money is gone. It just goes into the government's general fund and they just enjoy it and do whatever they want with it. It's like a little slush fund. So I think this is a great opportunity that you're keyed in on, but don't think of it as a California thing. Think of it as an opportunity that is in, maybe it's just a nearby state, but it's not going to be California. So if you want to know more about this, then what you'd want to do is click on the link down below. there's a link to my intro to the overages business video. There I spend 15 or 20 minutes giving you the lowdown on it, telling you more about this, and you can see if this looks like it's something for you to explore. I want to do something quick and simple just so I don't take a lot of your time in saying if this is preliminarily something you might want to do. If it is, we offer full training in this business. I'm in the business. I have probably the biggest overages business in the country. I don't know what everybody else does, but I've never met anybody that has anything remotely like we have. We're doing millions of dollars of these things every year. And you can do it too because there's so much opportunity. In our internal database, we have over $350 million worth of funds that are claimable, over 14,000 people that are owed money that we could work with, and every day there are about 3,000 new tax sales. So it's just this never-ending bonanza of money sitting out there and people to help. So I decided in my business not to try to grow up big enough to handle 3,000 new sales a day, but instead to do the business, but also to teach people the business so that you can go out and make a great business for yourself and help people. Because on the other side of this is someone who's lost their house and really needs your help. And they're just lost to the wind with not a friend in the world. You can be their friend, you can be their hero by reaching out to them, letting them know that there's money available to claim and offering to go get it for them for a percentage if and when you're successful. It is a wonderful feel-good business, a wonderful profitable business, a business you can be proud of, and a business that's not expensive to get into or run. So I think it's ideal. And also with the way the economy is today, it's just growing and growing and growing, which I wish it weren't, but it just is. So we need more people doing it. So if you're interested, click on the link below. With California, my suggestion would be just stop exploring California. Every county, it's going to be stopped by that law that says you have to tell them where the money is. They could get it themselves for free and they don't need you. At the end of the day, that just doesn't make a good business. That just makes you into a do-gooder, which could be wonderful. If you want a nonprofit where you don't make any money, it's great. You can help people. And if that's what you want to do, go do it. But don't mistake that for a for-profit business that's going to support you and your family. It's not. But the good news is there's opportunity all across the country. You don't need to do it in the state that you're in. And if you're in California and you want to make money to pay the expenses to live in that wonderful state, which is a wonderful, beautiful state, but it's expensive to live in, this could be your key to doing that. So this is Attorney Bob Diamond. Go check out Intro to Overages video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or follow-ups, just put them down below. I'll get to them as I can. And thank you for being here, and I'll see you at the Intro to Overages video, so click down below now.